Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme and today we're playing more Football Manager 2016. We return to our Catania save El Fantastico, and yeah, this has been an interesting save so far. Serie A CC, 11-point deduction, won the league. Next, Serie B, even playing field, but a step up in quality. A bad start to the season meant that we couldn't really compete for the title, and we ended up in second place. We did get promoted there, so a really decent journey with the team, I feel. And I've had to continuously rebuild and rethink my ideas, sort of reevaluate all the players and see who's going to make the next iteration of our team. So yeah, tactically we haven't changed too much. I've tried to keep that pretty standard because we're having a lot of new players, a lot of new challenges. I really want some familiarity within the team, so that is the tactical side of the thing, sort of pinning everything together. That is the crux and the fulcrum of the entire organization right now, is the fact that we're playing the same tactics in the same way. And that should help us get to grips with our biggest challenge to date, because we are in Serie A. We're back. We're back in the big time. So to prepare us for that, I have gone out. I have spent a little bit of money. You can see my budgets here: 4 million transfer budget, 137 grand per week. I've stacked it up against the wage budget just in case there was any good free agents out there, if there was any free transfers we could pick up. So let's look at the transfer history then. We knew Alex Ferrari was coming in from Bologna. He is going to be good for the future. Maybe not a starter, no, but a bench player and someone that can come in and do a job, especially when he can play right back and centre back. That is a little bit of lovely stuff. Then we got Dennis De Rocco. He is a defensive forward, youngster with potential. Nice free transfer from Atalanta. We sent him out on loan. I believe Ferrari's in the first team. We've also brought in Belgian goalkeeper of the future, Dragan Tomic. He looks good. He's young, only 16. He looks really good for a 16-year-old. Not quite Donnarumma levels, but pretty special nonetheless. So he's got a lot of potential. We're hoping that develops in the future. Alexandra Pato, Alex the Duck. Yeah, I couldn't resist, boys. I couldn't resist. Free transfer for Alexandra Pato. Are you kidding me? Heck yes. Look how much he's on. He's on 4 grand a week. We tried him end of last season. He wanted 35 grand. Tap him up to start this season. We can offer him first team football. Serie A. 4 grand a week. Heck yeah. As well, to go with that, Salih Ushan. Now, this is another player, central midfield, attacking midfield. I'm not sure where he kind of plays best. I'm thinking long term, I'm thinking attacking midfield. But for now, I'm thinking maybe centre midfield and have someone that's a real defensive powerhouse alongside to run that engine room. Allow Sally to kind of link up with the attacking midfielders. So I really like him. 8 grand a week there. Great potential. Riccardo Improta. We've already had him training to become a central attacking mid. He's almost natural there, I believe. He's not quite, but he's almost. Again, 4-star potential. He loves playing up wide. So putting him on the right of a midfield, attacking midfield 3 might work out for us. New centre midfielder, Ryan Tunnicliffe. Good determination, aggression, bravery, work rate. That's the kind of midfielder that Salih Ushan might be best served playing with. So, nice ball-winning midfielder. Tunnicliffe there coming in from England. My first English signing and the first player I believe I've ever seen live. So, that's going to be an interesting one. We also decided, I'll skip over the next one. I also decided to go with another Englishman, Liam Trotter. It doesn't look amazing right now, but backup and you know, off the bench covering injuries. I think Trotter will perform really, really well for us. He's quite defensive-minded. He is a deep-line playmaker there, but he is quite defensive-minded, which is what I like. He's very strong. He's got good positioning, teamwork, composure, anticipation. He's got good tackling, a decent first touch and heading as well. So he can mop up in that midfield and allow someone else to have a little bit more creativity in there. Then on to the big boys. So Luis Enrique, 19 years old, £20,000 a week. And boy, is he good. I told Pato he could play first team football. I noticed that Enrique was available on a free. And Pato's not getting first team football, boys. He'll compete. He will compete. Every position is up for grabs. But to start out the season, Enrique is my striker. He looks absolutely wonderful. This is exactly the right kind of signing we needed to make to try and impact Serie A with a little bit more than just a relegation fight, which I think we're in for. This is going to be a long, tough season. But Luis Enrique, fantastic player. Had to pay 20 grand, which is okay because we've got the wage budget for it now, but that kind of puts him well above most people. But he can dribble, he can finish, he can head. He's decent physically, great anticipation off the ball. I'm just excited to see what he can do. And he's already worth 19.25 million. So if there does come an opportunity to sell him, if things aren't going well, or if he's having a good season but we're looking to be relegated, we can make a lot of money off Luis Enrique and rebuild the club to come straight back up. I have no fear there. If we're doing really well, he might get a huge bid from one of the teams at the top of the league. So, we've got a few options. Jacob Büttner, he is a German from our feeder club, RWS, and I can't claim any sort of knowledge here. The only thing I can say is I had something pop up saying in the newsfeed that they had agreed a fee with someone for 94,000 for this young 16-year-old centre mid, attacking mid. And I just took one look at him. I saw the determination and I thought, why not, really? So, oodles of potential. That four stars and the black star on top. Jacob could be one of the big players going forward for this team. And we kind of stumbled onto him just through the feeder club by accident. So I'm really, really happy with that link up. It's already provided more than I thought it would with that kind of potential. So that is fantastic for us. Next up, a centre midfielder who can really play alongside Saliukan and relegate both the Englishmen to the bench. Andrea Poli. Now, Poli is a phenomenal defensive-minded midfielder. He's listed as box to box because he's got good off the ball and he can get forward and he can actually create something. But if you look at him a little bit here, you can see, ball winning midfielder, not that sort of out of it. And ball winning defend, ball winning support. That's the kind of role I'm going to be playing him. Resolute, he does get forward whenever possible, so we're not going to isolate that attacking midfield. But 25 grand a week, I had to pay a lot for him. 5 million, I think, is a little bit of a steal. Let's be fair. Now, he's played a few times for Italy. He's in the prime of his career. He's coming now into his real prime. So, we're really excited to get him. And then, transfer listed, I didn't even sort of want anyone else for this attacking midfield trio. But when Paredes comes available for such a cheap price, 1.3 million, 7.5 grand a week, then you've kind of got to pull the trigger, I feel. At least I did. For that kind of money, Leandro Paredes, he becomes another great member of that attacking core. So I'm really excited to see what he does. Not great physically, not great mentally, but a little bit of flair, a little bit off the ball, good technique, and good sort of technical attributes. He can play in centre mid. Deep lane playmaker, that's okay. But really, in that attacking trio is where I want him. So I'm hoping that Pauly and Paredes help out our midfield. We've got Uchan for central midfield and Pato and Enrique up front. The rest are kind of backup / youngsters of the future. When you look at it, we spent 5 million on Pauly, 1.3 on Paredes, less than 100 grand on a very promising youngster, and everybody else is a free transfer. I think that is outstanding business to move into Serie A. On the flip side, Bastioni, Rossetti, Petkovic, De Grazia, Rizzo, Murillo, Ramos, Palmer, all out on frees, Campasso, Casaraghi, Clarici, Ferrara, and Charlery. None of those are good enough. Cheap deals for Calzagni, Mail, Jorge Alonso, 50 grand. He still has a job that he could have played for this club, but some of the moves that we'd made meant that he's pure backup. So whatever little amount we could get was good. Abel Gili as well. He hasn't really played for 2 seasons for us. He's gone out to Parma, as has right back Tonielli. He could have stayed. He could have really played as backup, but again, we've got better. Ilari for 100 grand out to L'Aquilia. And exactly the same sort of thing there. Connor Smith, Maceo Siva, Luigi Falcone at 120. We've got Alfonso at 125. These are players which just were not playing for us. And then we move in with Bombaghi at 800 grand. That's a great price for a player, looking like that. If you look at his mentals, his age, just 800,000, I believe, is phenomenal for Bombaghi, so I'm happy there. 450 for Bruscagin, I'm happy there. Daisy for 550, I think we've improved. He doesn't look better than Trotter, who doesn't look as good as Tunnicliffe, who doesn't look as good as Ushan, who doesn't look anywhere near as good as Pauly. So, being able to get 550 grand for him when 3 players have been brought in better on free transfers, I think that's kind of what we've got to look at. In the midfield as well, Seiko Fofana went out. That's another 250,000 there. A little bit of potential, but he isn't developing. He's 22. That's the best sort of thing I could get, was that. We finally get Teresiano out of the club. And at this stage, that looks like a world beater deal now. So I'm happy with that. And Cesarini for 1 million. He could have played a part. He really could have played a part. But, especially with Paredes coming in, he was never going to be a big player for us. So that's kind of where we are in terms of transfers and what we are looking at. So our lineup should be Nicola Lely in goals. Very nice sort of a summer signing. We're going to go with our regular fullbacks of Venerando Aprile and Salvatore Delia. And then in centre-back, I like Milanovic, but my assistant keeps telling me that Norbert is a better player. So, Norbert Gyomba and Alexis Rolin, we are going to go with those as our first choice centre-backs this season. And then I'm trying to think what I did. I know I got Luis Enrique up front. And then I got 5 players. And I've got 6 to choose from, really. I have got 6 to choose from. I think we've got to go Gil Kakuta on the left of that 3. We've got to go Paredes on the right of the 3. And I don't want to drop Risotto, because Risotto has been the star man for 2 seasons now. He continuously improves. He continuously shows that he is right to be amongst the squad leaders. And an 8-17 in Serie C, 8-19 in Serie B. What can he do in Serie A? Chipping in 10 goals each season from attacking midfield, getting the assists, getting man of the matches. I'm excited to see if he can replicate this on the big stage. So, Risotto there. This may be his last season for us, but I think we owe it to him to at least start with him in that attacking midfield spot. Now, central midfield, we've got to go with Pauly. We need Pauly there. So the big question is Ryan Tunnicliffe or Salih Uchan. That's the one thing I have not been able to really decide upon right now. So let's take a look at them. Let's take a look at them there. So you can see Salih wins in technical. He doesn't win heading, marking, long throws, tackling. So it really is an offensive versus defensive kind of battle here. You know, he wins on flair and vision and composure, and you know, Tunnicliffe's more aggressive, braver, more determined, better positioning, and a better work rate, plus better physically. For me, I think we start maybe against what I thought we would be doing, and the way I built this squad. I thought we'd go with Salih Uchan. I'm thinking now we put Ryan Tunnicliffe alongside Andrea Pauly. Uchan can play on the bench, he can cover more than one position, and he can be an impact player. So he'll be the first name I put down on there. So Stojanovic, our Austrian goalkeeper, he comes in to play backup. Up front, I mean, it's Ray Minaj, it's Alexandre Pato, then it's Salih Uchan. Yeah, why not? Why not? Then Salifu, Milanovic, and Ferrari. So that will probably be our starting lineup. I mean, can we do more? Is Serie A actually 12 subs? Let's look at the rules. 12 subs named. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we can actually fill out the bench even more. So that would be my normal setup. So I'm guessing left back will have to go in there. And then, yeah, let's go Rossetti, Sangali, Liam Trotter, and these are all very similar. They are all very, very similar. So I got left back, right back, centre back well covered. I got central midfield, I got 3 players for. Attacking midfield, I got 3 players for. Striker, I've got 3 players. So it doesn't really matter who I put in here. Yeah, I'm trying to loan out D3. So I guess Mustali just comes in onto the bench in that case. And I like that, guys. I like that. Going forward, we've got a lot of firepower, so we can actually rotate out. Pato, Enrique, Minaj. That is a great trio to have up front. You know, Uchan, Salifu, Milanovic, Rossetti, Sangali, and Trotta. They're pretty good backups as well. And then Ferrari, Mestali, Trainotti, and then Signe with Improta. You know, a couple of good potential guys in there. So yeah, we can afford to change things up. Our backup defenders aren't great, you know, but they're competent, I think is the best word for them. They are competent. And then we look up here, and these are the bread and butter players, 3.5 to 4 star. That's where the bulk of the side is and where it should be. There's a chance of a Prelay actually being a very good player. He's actually regressed to a 3.5 star. But then Paredes and Uchan are 4.5 players. They are great, great players going forward. Very similar, 23 years of age, play the same positions. That could be the key for our future of this club. And then you look maybe a two-man up front with Manaj and Mastali. And, Manaj and Enrique and Mastali in that central midfield. Maybe alongside Uchan, Paredes in attacking midfield. So perhaps a 4-3-1-2 going forward. So we need to find another midfielder, a back four, and a goalkeeper to sort of go with these players. So I don't know. Like Aprile would fit into that. Improta would fit into that if I dropped Uchan and Paredes into central midfield, either side of Mastali, for example. Lili comes in. 4-star and above. We've got the pieces. We just need defenders. And I think that's where we're going to struggle this season. Defence is going to be really sorely tested. Giomba, Rolin, Aprile, 3 good members there. Delia, not really great. And Milanovic are only real cover at defender. So, looking towards the future, when you look at the high sort of potential, we've got 2 good goalkeepers there. We've got a left back who's nowhere near ready. Striker, attacking midfielder. Striker, attacking midfielder. Central midfielder. We need some more of these centre backs to really start jumping up. But I don't think that's the case. I think that's where we're going to have to strengthen, if anywhere. So it's the opening day of the season. There has been a match already. Inter Milan and Roma drew 2-2. So they're currently first and second. It drops us outside the top 5. And it's a nice, easy game. We're up against Juventus, the current holders. And we're away from home as well. We'll take a look at the schedule. Oh no, we're actually at home, sorry. We're away to Inter Milan in the second game. That's what I meant. Now, Pescara, Sampdoria, Bologna, Udinese, Frosinone, I believe we can actually compete against. Excuse me. And then away to Roma. We've got 2 games we can get something from. And then AC Milan, Napoli, back-to-back. That is going to be a little bit tough. And that's kind of how the season plays out all the way through. We'll have a couple of games that I think we're going to struggle. Then we can go on a little bit of a run. And then it's another 2 games. So as long as we don't lose 3 or 4 in a row, I think we'll be out of trouble near the bottom. I don't think we're going to finish mid-table. I don't think we've got much of a chance of anything more. But we are the early kickoff. We are the early kickoff today. So, yeah, Pauly plays well there. So, ball winning midfielder support. And then I'm going to want a deep lying playmaker. Or do I want a box to box? Let's put him in his best role. Let's put Pauly in a box to box midfield role. So fullback attack. Both those limited defenders. Advanced playmaker, attacking midfielder, and advanced playmaker support. That's the one thing I don't like about Kakuta, because he's not playing wide out on the left. He isn't as comfortable in some of these roles, and I can't get him to train them for some reason. I want to push Risotto up as a second striker, see if he can't improve on what's been a very impressive couple of seasons goal-wise. See if he can't get 15. Which in Serie A I think is a huge number anyway, so... Complete. No, we're going to leave him as an advanced forward. We're just going to go in. So, squad numbers. Paredes. And you can be... number 35. So I'll set up the team, and when something happens in the match, I'll unpause. The time is already getting on, so we will see what happens. But Benitez is in charge there of Juventus. Dybala is someone that we are worried about, apparently. So, Pato is our key man. I think they've overlooked Enrique there. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and just a quick look at the formation. So ours is a narrow 4-2-3-1. Theirs is a wide variant. Leno, Sandro, Chiellini, Bonucci, Lichtsteiner, Machisio, Pogba, Kingsley Coman on the left wing, Berardi out on the right, Pereira behind Dybala. That is filthy. If you look at their bench, Buffon, Mario Bernard, Jesse, Sami Khedira, Kubalay, Callejon, Hernandez, Paravan, Digny, Garcia and Corona. I don't know these two very well. The rest are well known. So we're up against it this season, but this is the sternest test we can have. This is the sternest of all our tests. Okay, so we found ourselves a highlight. Goal kick. Leno to Bonucci here in defence for Juventus. Let's see where this goes. Come on, boys. Get that ball back. Put it in the box. No, it looks like it's going to be them. Gumba can't quite get there. That gets Dybala through. Oh, my days. Delia gives away a penalty on the opening day. The weak link in our entire side. And Berardi's having a party. Juventus 1-0 up here. 10 minutes in. I don't think we deserve that. I really don't believe us to be deserving of that. But that's the way it goes, guys. So we're going to see what else happens in this game. Can we fight back? Come on, boys. Let's get into them. So just as I made some adjustments to our tactics, a highlight pops up. They're on the attack. 15 minutes in. They've got to throw in down the right-hand side. Chiellini there with the ball. Let's see where this goes. Pauli out. Chiellini's got the ball now. To Lichtsteiner. Back to Alexandro. Coman out on that left wing. Cuts inside. Does exceptionally well. But we do get it clear, guys. We do get it clear. So, only 1-0 down. Really in danger of losing discipline. I don't think that's great for a goalkeeper. We're not in this game yet. Let's see if we can't get into it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, they got a corner. I think you figured out what happens next. It's a bit slow in pausing it. So, spoiler it, but Dybala, Berardi, 2-0. Domenico Berardi is having a party. At our expense. 50th league goal of his career. He's on 2 today. Defensive isn't working out. Okay, well, we actually missed a goal for us, which I didn't even see, so it'll be interesting to see that one. But yeah, a tornado siren just went off in the area, and I rushed downstairs and shut the door and got the dogs in, and like I put the news on, I put the radio on, nothing about it, and apparently they test every first Wednesday of the month. We're in the second Wednesday right now. Inclement weather can push it back to the second Wednesday. So I'm really hoping that was just like a tornado siren test, because I'm a little bit terrified right now. Oh boys, oh boys. Texas, you know, I'm not used to this. I'm from the UK. Texas, scary. That's all I'm going to say about it. So yeah, I just told them they were unlucky, and we're going to go check out the goal by Kakuta. We know it's Paredes to Kakuta. We know Delia isn't playing well. I'm not sure what I can do here, really. We do have Trainotti, but I don't feel he's going to be stopping very much down that left flank. I'd be much happier with Delia as our backup. So, yeah. That's kind of where we are. We've got a few bookings in midfield. Pauli and Tunnicliffe, as well as Risotto, all booked. I'm tempted to make some big changes here. I really am. I mean, that goal just before half-time changes things. So we might stick with stuff. Let's shout at Delia and hope that makes him a little bit more sort of prepared. Oh, dear Lord. Please, come on, Aprile. Ball into the box. No. I was hoping we could get something there from the kickoff, so let's just pause that and go back before the goal. Enrique out to Aprile. Behind him, though. We're not playing very well at the moment. There's Pauli to Kakuta. Beautiful ball there. Enrique Delia, Poli, Paredes, Kakuta. There we go. So quick movement on the edge of the box is what got us the goal. That was quite nice. That was quite nice. So Delia not having the best of games. The rest of the team's holding up fairly well. We've gifted them a goal with our penalty. So we'll see what happens, guys. I'll be back if anything else does. Hopefully it will be the equalising goal and not a tornado. I mean, another goal for Juventus. But yeah, really, tornadoes. Scary. And just like that, there is another highlight. I don't know where it's going. Brady in the midfield here is going to play it out to their left-hand side. And that goes out to Kingsley Coman. I haven't seen where it's going. So that's as much as I saw. Lily with a brilliant little save. Can we get it clear though? Oh, we can. We survive. And that's going to do some wonderful things. I'm going to change it up via subs. Oh. Okay, I'm going to watch this highlight then. I'm going to change it up via subs. No, they've just got us all figured out. Their tactical shape is playing havoc with ours. Great save by Lily again. So in between, I'm going to do my subs, and then they can have their corner. And well, this is the master plan, guys. This is the master plan. Trequartista, Alessandro Pato out on the right side. Enrique moves into a complete forward role out wide. Menage up front as a target man. Kakuta in behind as an attacking midfielder support. Tunnicliffe a bit more defensively. I've left the two bookings on the midfielders because I needed to get that left back situation sorted. 5.8 was Delia. Can't be having that. So, you know, Rolly not playing well. I'm actually going to switch Guillaume over there to clean up. Hopefully Trainotti doesn't go below, say, a 6.2. He's going to struggle, but he's on the limited fullback, and that's it. So we're just going to see what we can do here. If we can get back into this game. We've got half an hour to get a point, and we've got a corner to defend. So let's watch the corner and see what happens. Get it clear, boys. Get it clear. Oh, what a shot from Pereira. And Chiellini's there to tuck it in. Yeah, not much we could do there, guys. Not much we could do there. We're 3-1 down, half hour to go against an immensely talented Juventus side. I'm going all out attack here. I'm going overload. Because there's no other way we're going to get into this game. And we might not even get into it this way, but we'll see. We'll see if there's anything else left to see here. Trainotti, let's... Come on. Oh. I mean, we were working it so well there for a second. I just thought maybe Poli, Enrique, Pato, Poli, Menage, Enrique straight at Bernd Leno. Oh, please. Aprile, Menage. Come on, boys, get on to Dybala's through, and it's all over. It's 4 for Juventus. We run the risk of that, but... Quick little team talk. Aggressive. Show some passion. Yeah. I'm pretty much sure that this game is now done and dusted, guys. We'll come back to you if anything else happens, but it's likely to be the end of the match. I think we are done in this one. We're going for it, boys. Inside forwards. Let's go for 4-4-2 with wingers and see if that changes anything. They're on the attack. Oh, Berardi. Berardi nearly had a party hat-trick. Luckily, no dice. I get the feeling I've panicked a little bit here. I've gone overload. I've pushed people forward, but I feel I need to. I really feel that I've needed to. We had a chance to get back in this game. We got a goal back for half-time. The substitutions looked to be working before they hit us on the counter for the third goal. You know, the fourth goal, for the fourth goal, the third goal was just a bit of pinball inside the box following a corner. Not much we could do against that. And really though, Trainotti's done well at left back, 6.4, Rolin a little bit, sort of a little bit of a weakness in that back line today. But left back, the start of the game for Estelia, he was really, really poor, gifted them a goal. And yeah, apart from that, I think we've competed fairly well with Juventus. You know, we did look as if we could threaten them at times, but they were in full control. They are the champions. They are the best team in Italy and one of the best teams in the world. So to come here in their first Serie A game and compete, I feel okay with. You know, Kakuta got a goal. The rest of the players haven't really done much. You know, Tunnicliffe 7.6 in that midfield just goes to show that was quite nice. So Minaj gets that ball there. Enrique finding Kakuta, who can turn, put a ball in the box, and they're going to counter. That was a terrible ball. And it's just too easy. And Dybala just walks it in and just slips it in the far post. Sheer magic from an outstanding team. So we were never going to get much from this game. I'm happy Tunnicliffe has played okay and Kakuta with his goal. But yeah, not the best of starts, but the expected start. Don't rub it in, no, boys. Please, don't rub it in. 5's enough. Good, thank you. Oh. But yeah, we tried our best. We've played quite well. Tunnicliffe did step up in that second half. I'm impressed with him. But really, I mean, nothing really came our way there, so can't fault you for effort, boys. Look, the switch off. Brilliant. We're off and running for the season. So I've been Chris Orme. Catania have capitulated here to Juventus, and we've got a long way to go. Bias towards the visitors in a number of decisions. Yes, I'll take that. It wasn't my fault, boys. The referee's against us. But yeah, we've got a long way to go. So come back soon for more in this save. We've got a long season ahead of us. I will be simming through the next 10 or so games. Next up, of course, is away to Inter Milan, so I expect us to be rooted to the bottom for a little while yet, but then we should be moving up towards that 14th, 15th position. That's kind of what I hope to be. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you back here soon for Catania's reinvigoration in their Serie A season. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's going to be fun.